The fireworks are flying before this year's legislative session even starts. With less than 14 hours to go before it begins, it is not clear who will be in charge of the House or who will even show up.
Esme Murphy's with us this evening. Esme, this is a mess and has been.
It's a mess. It's the night before session, and all through the Minnesota House, there is chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos. The DFL secretly swore in all their members last night. They say they'll boycott tomorrow's start of the session. Republicans say they will seize control of the House and are threatening recall elections. Both sides were set to meet tonight and try and hash it out, but they're not exactly seeing eye to eye. Here is a picture of that secret DFL swearing in at the Minnesota History Center. The DFL paid for the private space. None of its members will be at the start of the session.
We're very concerned that Republicans appear to be escalating this situation to the point that they're going to take unlawful action on the first day.
Republican leader Lisa Demuth blasted Democrats for the secret swearing in, saying it has tainted any future power sharing negotiations.
House Republicans will be in our seats. We will honorably take the oath of office and be sworn into office and get to work for the people of Minnesota.
And in dueling letters on the eve of the session, Secretary of State Steve Simon and GOP Speaker-designate Lisa Demuth traded blows, accusing the other of not interpreting Minnesota law accurately. Simon saying he won't recognize the GOP solo session because the GOP only has 67 members, not the 68 needed. Demuth says 67 is all you need, and she accuses Simon of taking a dangerous course of action and siding with political allies. Simon firing back, he is not acting on behalf of any political ally. At the heart of the impasse are two House seats that have legal challenges pending. In the Shakopee district, Democrat Brad Tabke won by 14 votes, but Republicans are suing for a new election because 20 ballots went missing. In a Roseville district, the DFL winner Curtis Johnson resigned after a ruling that he violated residency requirements. A new special election there is set for January 28th. But for now, the ingredients are in place for a House standstill.
And I think it's incredibly arrogant of the Democrats to do this and to think that they have the power to.
If they disregard state law and they disregard Steve Simon and attempt to run a kangaroo court, they could have pretend committees and they could have a pretend leader.
Now, we have not gotten any word on tonight's meeting between Leader Hortman and Leader Demuth, and it's not clear exactly what's going to happen tomorrow in what is normally just a ceremonial day at the Capitol. A court ruling in that Shakopee seat is expected sometime tomorrow.
Good, maybe it'll bring some clarity.
Yeah. Perhaps, yes.
In the meantime, I mean, they're not making laws, they're not working on budgets, no one's doing what they're supposed to be doing or can't do it.
Right.
What happens?
There will be no laws passed or enacted for the next few weeks, really February at the earliest. But yes, there will not be any action.
So what about the DFLers who are boycotting tomorrow? Do they get paid?
That question has been raised, Amelia, and the answer is yes, according to Speaker-designate Melissa Hortman. She says the Democrats will be working. They won't be working at the Capitol, but they'll be meeting constituents. They'll be meeting each other, but just not at the Capitol. And she says yes, that they will get paid. They may even get their per diem.
I'm sure that's not going to go over well with.
No, I wonder if there'll be some backlash to that, right?
I was going to say, yeah.
Very possible. Very possible.
All right. Thank you, Esme.
There's another development at the Capitol that we've learned about. The head of Minnesota's Department of Human Services is stepping down. Jody Harpstead led that department for the past 5 years. Her agency faced scrutiny over fraud cases like the Feeding Our Future scandal and the recent raids at autism centers. Harpstead's final day is next month.